What is a cooling tower? A cooling tower is a heat rejection device used in HVAC and industrial systems to remove excess heat from water. It works by cooling hot water through contact with air, allowing heat to escape into the atmosphere. Cooling towers are commonly used in central air conditioning systems, chiller plants, power plants, refineries, large commercial and industrial buildings. In simple words, a cooling tower cools hot water so it can be reused again in the system. Why is a cooling tower needed? In large HVAC systems, chillers produce heat while cooling buildings. If this heat is not removed, system efficiency decreases. Equipment can overheat. Energy consumption increases. The cooling tower removes this unwanted heat and sends cooled water back to the chiller. Basic working principle of a cooling tower. A cooling tower works on the principle of evaporative cooling. When hot water comes in contact with moving air, a small portion of the water evaporates. During evaporation, heat is absorbed from the water. The remaining water becomes cooler. This cooled water is then recirculated back to the system. How does a cooling tower work? Air conditioning equipment and industrial processes produce a large amount of heat in the form of hot water that must be cooled. This is where an industrial cooling tower is used. Hot water flows into the cooling tower, where it is recirculated and comes into contact with cool, dry air. As the water mixes with air, heat is removed from the water through evaporation. This process is known as evaporative cooling. The cooled water then flows back into the air conditioning system or industrial process to absorb heat again, and this cooling cycle continues repeatedly. When the warm condenser water enters the cooling tower, it passes through spray nozzles that distribute the water into small droplets over the fill media. This increases the surface area of the water, allowing more heat to escape through greater evaporation. The fan located at the top of the cooling tower pulls air in from the bottom and moves it upward, opposite to the flow of the warm condenser water entering from the top. As the air moves through the tower, it absorbs heat by evaporating a portion of the water and then releases this heat into the atmosphere. Simple example. Imagine blowing air on your wet hand. You feel cool because water evaporates and removes heat. Cooling tower works the same way, but on a large scale. Thank you.